Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and set up the game board and get playing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place our round peg here on the number 1. We're going to shuffle our community deck and place it in the community deck area. We're going to shuffle and cut our faction cards and place them in the faction card labeled areas. All right, so we're going to draw out 3 faction cards and take a look at them. And we're going to go ahead and start by both choosing a card. And the high card is going to get to select if they want to go first or allow the opponent to do so. Once you've figured that out, you're going to kill those cards, and this becomes the beginning of the afterlife stack. So now we're going to put 6 cards onto the board, and that is the number that you start with. You're going to look at each card and you're going to decide which one provides the best opportunity to score, plus maybe a faction play. There's a lot of strategy involved here, but let's take a look. This is a power card. It's very powerful. It's got 12 points. It goes right to allies, and it looks like a good move. Had I taken that card, though, I would have given the opponent 1, 2, and 1, 2. So I'm going to give them 16 for 12. Well, there's better opportunities, so we're not going to do that. So what I think is a better play for me is I'm going to actually just take this recruit. And he's a +5, he's a 5-pointer. He adds +1 brown. So we're going to take this one over here. Now we got 12 points. And because there's no grays on the board, we don't have to move anything that direction. So we got 12 points. And just so you know, the cards that you move out of the community, you can completely ignore those movements. So just get rid of them, get them out of your mind. You won't see them after a couple of games. But now that we've completed our move phase, we move into the card draw phase. We must play 1 new draw card onto the board because of that draw. Now, because I chose out of the neutral area a faction on my starting card, I get to go ahead and play a faction play. Had I, say, chosen this card first and moved these 2 over, which wouldn't have been a bad play, I would have not received a faction play. So I chose a card with a faction play. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a faction card. I'm going to look at my cards. I'm going to see which one makes the best sense for me right now, or most sense for me. And I'm going to try the Inventor. The Inventor says, draw 1 community card. All future community cards drawn from this community will automatically move to the row until removed. Any cards drawn during faction play do not apply. So what I'll do is, there's many cards like this. You'll draw a random community card, and you'll place it underneath here. And now, going forward, any purples that come out during the draw phase or end of round phase will essentially go right to me. So it is end of turn, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and here we go. That is exactly what I was hoping for. A purple card came out, and the Inventor drew it over to me. It does have a draw, and anytime a card comes out of the neutral area with a draw, you must add a new card. We'll do so, and now there's gray. And my turn is over.
So now it's my turn. As you can see, I have a few different options on the board. There are 3 different cards that would give me a faction play. However, sometimes there are cards that don't give you a faction play that give you a lot more points. I am going to take that option for this move. I will take the -2, which goes directly to allies, but it allows me to move a blue +2, 1, 2, a gray +2, 1, 2, and an orange +1. So in that case, I net 20 points. Now we move to the next part of my turn, and we do the draw cards. I had 1 draw, 2 draw, 3 draw cards. So we'll move those out, and as we move those out, we notice that 2 of them were purple, which get taken by his Inventor. That ends my turn, so I will draw the end of turn card, and we'll move the round marker to the next round.
Okay, so now it's round 2, and my opponent has made a move that's made it very difficult for me to play anything really good. So I'm going to go ahead and take this 12, this underground card, the Reprogrammer. He is an ally, and he has a faction and a draw. but we have to first do the move phase. So unfortunately, I have to go ahead and bank his 10, so move that one row, please. Now you see there's a -2 on this card. There's only one negative move, and that's okay. You just have to complete it to the maximum. You always have to complete it, but if there's only one, you do it. My choices are limited here. I have to play 1, 2, and now I'm done. I move to my draw phase, and we know we had one draw card here and one draw card here. So we're gonna take 2 out onto the board, 1 and 2. So now it's my faction turn, and I'm gonna draw a faction card, and I'm gonna look at what I have, and I determine that my best play right now is actually a round effect. Now mine says face down round effect. You can place it like that, you can place it like that if you want to place it on 2 sides of the board, but for now there's only one, so I'll put it here. And that is the end of my turn.
So now it's my turn in round 2. I really have a faction card that I want to play, so I'm going to go ahead and take the -5, as much as I don't want to take the negative points that go directly to allies. But I get to move a red +3. 1, 2, 3. That pretty much offsets the -5 and gives me a net for +2 already. With the +3 purple, I can take one of his purples, +1, 2, 3, which brings it over to my side, which even though it's only a 9-point card, it's actually an 18-point difference. And then I also have a +1 green, so I'll move that up to my recruits. And there was no draw card on either of these, but there were 3 here. So we will draw those 3 cards. And now I get my faction play. So I'll draw 1 new card. And I'm going to play Kill and Restore, which kills 1 recruit and draws 1 random afterlife and place in my recruits. So I'm going to kill the highest valued recruit that he has, which is a 7. And then my opponent will mix up the afterlife. And then I will pick one of them. And as the card says, I place in my recruits. And I will discard that card.
So my opponent has completed his faction play, but I have this round effect card that just so happens to be a copycat card. Place face down in round effect. Copy opponent's next revealed faction play immediately after they complete their faction. If a face down faction appears, wait until a revealed faction is played. Well, he played a faction that was the Kill and Restore. So I'm gonna get to copy it. So I get to kill one of his recruits. I'm gonna actually kill the 9 he took from me. Then he will have to mix these up. And I will get to choose one. And look at that, I got my 9 right back. So the copycat card paid off. So that's where we are. We have played 2 rounds to show you kind of how the flow goes. The essentials were met. You saw the inventor, you saw the round effects, you've seen us move the cards, you've seen us push negatives different ways, and it's been a fun little journey.